Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to make this very cute new version of like Starburst Bracelet. And right now you are going to need your hook, a loom, and 27 black bands, 16 pink bands, 16 blue bands, and 15 purple bands. So let's grab our supplies and get started. So you're going to take single bands for this whole bracelet, and you are going to take it and go like this. And then you are going to go all the way up. So right now you're just going to go all the way up, and then once you are all the way up there, you are going to close it in. And then once you close it in, you go all the way back down and you make it on the left side. But then once you do that, you're going to start making the starburst shape-ish dot or star, whatever you want to call it. And then, so far I'm up here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you are going to go all the way up to the second to last band. And then once you're there, you're going to take this one more and you're going to go diagonally up to close it off. And then you're going to go all the way back down. And then you're going to go to the left this time and do the same exact thing all the way up. And then once you do that, you're going to be able to, and then I'll show you how to make this starbursty looking shape. So you are just going to go all the way up with whatever color you're using for this outside color. And then right now I'm using black, and this is my own original design, but it does relate back to Starburst, but it doesn't exactly look the same, but because you loom it different. But I think I did try to do the Starburst, but it didn't work out. So some people would say it failed, but this is my own original design and it's very cool. And you are just going to close it off on the top left, right here. And so this is what your loom should look like right now. It should be looking like, kind of like, I guess, like an oval, but, so only 2 pins at the top of your, oh, and your arrow should be facing away from you. So only the top left and right pins should be the only pins that will never have bands on. So now you're going to start putting on, we are going to start putting on our loom, the stars. So you are just going to go and take the pink band or whatever color you're using for your first starburst. And last night I made it red, but now I'm changing it to do pink. And remember this, you have to do it in this exact order. Always, it will never work. So you're going to go from that bottom middle band to the top, to the second middle band. And then from there, you're going to make kind of like a starish shape all the way around. And you're going to go, and then you're going to go up, but don't put any there, like on top yet. And then once you do that, it should look like that, but I'm not done with that starburst or star shape. And so that's what your loom should look like. And then you're going to take your next color or the same color for your next star, and then you're going to do the same thing. Remember the order. If you don't do it in this exact order, it will not stay together. So I tried it last night, and then on the bottom band, like on the bottom star, it did not work, so then I had to change around these bands, and that's why this like band is sticking out, but don't worry about that. And if it is, you might have done something wrong, but at least you get a bracelet. So then you should have something like this, and you have to have the bands like this. And then you're going to take your next color, which I'm using purple. I'm going to go the same exact process all the way up. And so I'm not going to speed up this footage. And so you are just going to go all the way around with that color, or the colors that you're using. You can actually make a very unique one that like has red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then like you can do a very unique one, but it doesn't really matter what colors you use. All it matters is that you're doing the bracelet correctly. So you should be using enough bands. Like if you don't have enough bands, then and all my supplies is from rainbowloom.com, and you don't have to have exactly like high quality bands, but I don't know what quality this is. I think they're high quality. I think they are, because they can stretch very wide. They can stretch to about like 2 inches, so that, I guess, I would call them high quality. So this is what my loom looks like. Sorry that I'm doing it upside down. It's just the way that I made it. So I liked the other like design for Starburst, but I couldn't exactly do it as well. So it just depends on if you are not doing the hooking process yet. So you're just going to keep putting on these bands. Oh, and if you forgot how to put these bands on, you are just going to go and you can go back, or you can just keep going if you are still here, or you can pause it and just keep going, or just stay. So that's pretty much all it is. But this top band, okay, so here is what my loom looks like. And so now you're going to take one more black band. I think this is the 27th. And you're going to turn your loom around, or you can keep it this way. Turn it around, I just say. And then you're going to take it and you're going to do a cap band. And if you don't know how to do that, there's many ways, and I'm going to show you all 3 ways. There's 2 ways. So you're going to take your fingers, and you're going to take it, stretch it out, and put it over your hands. Or you can take it and then put it on the loom peg or pin, and then wrap it around twice. Sometimes, if you're watching a different video, they ask you to do it 4 times, but you only need to wrap it around twice. Now it comes the hooking process. So you're going to take your hook, and then you're going to go here. So you're going to go through that cap band, I don't know how they pronounce it, and you're going to go and pick up that purple band, or that band that's connecting to the starburst or shape. So that's what your 2 pens should look like. And then you're going to go back into that peg, and you have to do the same process. You can't do it like the infinity or something. You have to do it at the same time. You can't just do like one end and then the next. And you have to do this at the same time. Sorry. Oh, wait. That's not good. Wait. And it's smallly okay if some of your bands fall off, but it's not okay. So now I'm going to go back into that cap band. Sorry. And I'm not a speedy loomer. And if you are a speedy loomer, do not speed ahead. So you're just going to, and then you should have this like big gap here, and that's okay. Okay. So that's what like this black band is for. I don't know why I did it black. So now you're going to do it. Now you're going to go through this one. Because, wait. Yeah, this band. This one. And you're going to go inside of it, inside of that top band, only the top band, and lift up that purple band or that color band. Not the black band. And then you're going to go and put it onto that pin that it is already connected to. And then do the same thing on that, on the left side. So you're going to take your hook, go in. Oh, and I am using a metal hook. So you can use another hook, but you probably want to use this metal hook or a crochet hook. So you should be taking your hook and do not grab any other band. Go through that, go through it and pick it up and then hook it back on. And this pin is going to be getting a little full, so you would want to push the bands down. You're going to go back through that right bottom pin, and you're going to take it and go up, do the same thing but on the left side. Wait. So right now your loom should be looking the same except for that bottom starburst or shape or star. And so right now I'm just going to do the same process. And remember, I'm not going to speed this up, so you probably do not need to rewind at all. So you're just going to go up, around, and put it back. Now do not hook these two. I mean, like, you can, but I don't. And the easiest way to do this is to push down that bottom band, pull it all the way down. At least that's what I think is the easiest way. And then you're going to go through all the bands. Make sure you're picking up only the bottom band. Only the bottom band. You're going to go through that hook, through all those bands, in the pin and pick it up. Then you're going to go to the top pin, the pin above it, and put it on, and then pick up that blue band, or at least that's what the color that I'm using. So that's what that should look like. And make sure no bands have fallen off. So you should have something like this on your loom. So now you're just going to do the same process. Put your hook inside of each pin, but you have to do it in that process. You can't just do one side and then like skip the other side. You have to do it left, right, middle, left, right, middle, left, right, middle, or something like that. You can't just go like left, right, middle. You have to do it that process. You can't just do all the left side. Oh, yeah, I did the left side. Oh, I did the right side. No, you have to go through each band or pin and go left, right, middle. Left, right, middle. And so it's pretty much so easy from now on. And it's easier to put on the bands. And if you are not a speedy loomer, that is okay. You can just rewind. And I am not a speedy loomer. And if you need more like guidance to put on the bands or hook the bands, you can go back, but you should be already here. And so you should already mostly have one or almost two starburst or shape looking things that are going to be your middle priority or something. And then you're going to hook it up, that middle band, or that bottom band, in the middle row, or middle column. and then you're gonna do same thing all the way up. And this is what your loom should be looking like. It's okay if these look like this and only like one band is there. That's okay, because the colored bands are not underneath both bands. They are in the middle of one, and then like they're in the middle. And so now I'm starting my third flower shape, or starburst, whatever you want to call it. And then right now I'm speeding up a little, but I'm not speeding up the footage. So you might be able to still see that like figurine or shape still. Like you should have like maybe two like this. That's what mine looks like. And if I have not been explaining it well, you can leave that in the comments below. But it is a very easy bracelet, and I just love how cute it is and how it feels. Sorry. And you're just going to keep doing this process all the way up until you get to like that last one, and then you're going to mostly do the same thing, and then I'll show you what to do. And now if you know what you're doing, like you know that you're doing it correctly, then you can go on and speed ahead or pause the video and go ahead of me. But I just leave it by itself and let it speed up until or in the middle of it speeding up. And remember, I am not speeding any of this footage up. So I am right now on my fourth flower shape, and I am right now, I did do this wrong, like this band fell off, but that is smally okay. So you're just going to take this. If this does happen to you, it is okay. You're just going to take that band off, put this band back on, and then put that band back on. So that's what the solution is to that problem. So here it is. That's so far how it's supposed to look. So if your loom does not match up with these 4 or 3 starbursts look like, or shapes look like, then you might want to check what you did to see if you can try to fix it. And if you did not, you can always start over the video. And I am thinking of maybe making another video, maybe later, maybe another day. But it is going to be called a barefoot sandal. I do have one on my foot, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. So don't worry if these pins are very full. That is okay. And so you're just going to keep on going all the way down until you get to the top. As I said before, you have to do it in this order, and if you don't, then this bracelet will not come out as you wanted it to. So right now I am just making it look as it should, and I'm still looming or hooking process. So if you are still in it, don't be upset or crying or anything, because you can always just pause the video. And I hope I am not going too fast for you guys, because if I am, then of course you can leave that in the comments below, and you can always comment me or say what you want next, and I am always happy to take your comments. And here's what my loom looks right now, and I am always here looming, of course, but sometimes I might be outside or doing my homework. But of course you're always welcome to text or comment me, and you can always make this bracelet over and over again if it doesn't turn out the way that you thought it would, because of course it might end up something like you did not want, and that's okay. You can just make it again. Oh, and if one of these bands falls off like this, it's a little okay. I know how to fix it. And if you were here in real life, it would be easier to learn. But of course you aren't. Like here, like at my house. But of course you're in real life. But this is, I think, September something, I don't know, in 2019. Some videos from Rainbow Loom are very, very back, like years ago, like 2014. But of course, you can still watch them because they are recorded. But I am so excited to share with you guys my barefoot sandal in my next video. So I am starting off right now. I'm still looming and you're just going to keep doing this all the way up like I said before, and you're just going to keep doing what you were doing: left, right, center, left, right, middle, left, right, middle, left, right, center, or whatever you want to say. And right now you have to still do the same pattern. Go up, and it's okay if one of your black bands falls off when you're picking up one of your colored bands. That is okay. It is still going to be together and it will not fall apart. But of course you can fix that. But I just think that this is a very cool, pretty band. And so we are almost done, or at least I am. And so I'm going to do this last colored band that I'm going to hook today. And I'm just going to put it back up. And then you're going to hook the left and right like you always would, but this time to the last middle peg. And now you're going to take another color, which I'm using pink because I'm going to use pink, blue, and purple, like my starburst or shaped colors, to make my extension, because of course this will not fit you. So now once you do that, you are going to take your band and put it here. You're going to put your hook all the way through. Let me show you if you did not catch that in the footage. You're going to take your hook, go through that last middle peg, and go to the side and pick up, and then go back through that peg and not pull the whole thing. And now you should have something like this, and that band on your hook is holding the whole thing together. And right now, I just think putting it on the thickest part of your hook is a smart idea, because then it won't be as easy to fall off. So now you can start pulling it off your loom. And again, I'm not going to speed up this footage because I just think it might be a little bit harder to see. And so I am never probably going to try to speed up the footage, because of course, if this is your first bracelet, I recommend not doing it for your first time. But if it is and you did it, then congratulations. And so I just like doing it this way, because then I just think it's going to be hot off the loom, but as some people call it, but I don't say hot off the loom. I just say it's come off the loom now, or it's fresh off the loom. And I have all these bands because I love the looming, and it's just such a creative way to spend your time. If you are bored, I think making Rainbow Loom is such a nice idea. And whoever made or thought of Rainbow Loom Thank you. And and so here is what your bracelet should look like. But now we have to make the extension. You can use your loom or your hook, either way. And I am just gonna make it with my hook. So now I take about, I don't know actually. So I take about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, because this is a small bracelet, counting this one on your hook. So now you are just going to make the extension, and it is very easy to make an extension. You can do any way, mini loom, but if you are trying to make this, you have to have a loom, because if you do not have a loom, you are not going to be able to make this. And Rainbow Loom is just such a fun way to do crafts. Oh man, I just did the same color. So it is, and if you did make this, then yay for you. And I just think that making rainbow looms is such a great way to spend your time. And we are almost done with this bracelet, and you can always make it again and again. And I think making Rainbow Loom is such fun. And you can just end the video now, or you can just keep going. So bye, and yay, bye.